Hello everybody. As per usual, just setting up a few things here in the background before we get going. Lovely stuff. Let me just make sure you can hear me. Yes, you can. Lovely stuff. And let me just put the chat up here, which thankfully has not crashed yet. Hello, JJ. How are you, man? Sorry, no. Just doing one more thing, and I should be good to go. Excuse me. And I've already forgot. Oh, here we go. Already forgot what that thing was. But there we go. And I believe that should be everything. Yes, there we have it. Well, December. Is it going to be a December to Dismember? If you know, you know. Oh my god, guess what's happened? Okay, it's back. The chat disappeared for a brief second. What else is new? But here we go, lads. FIFA Career Mode in December is always a busy, busy time of the season. Oh, just opening up my old... As you can see, lots and lots of games to get through in a couple of competitions. Obviously, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... No, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... I was right, sorry. 7 league games to get through. We can sim this last Champions League game. We've already topped the group, so that's not a big deal. Then we have the League Cup quarter-final against Nottingham Forest. And then after this month is finished, we will officially be in the transfer window. And what a big game to kick off January. A potential top-of-the-table clash against Man City. So if we just have a quick look at the table, just bear with me a second, because these menus... You'd think by now that I would have worked it out where everything is, but no. Here we are in July, and I still can't work out the bloody menus. But as you can see here, we are 4 points behind Man City, 2 points behind Liverpool as well, who are in second. City still yet to lose a game, so it's important that we keep winning. We can't really afford to drop many more points. Obviously, you can see Liverpool are also in very good form. But not only are City not losing games, they are conceding very few goals. To be fair, Arsenal have also conceded 9. Like, that's mad. City have only scored 2 more than Arsenal, who are in 4th, and they've conceded the exact same amount. How the fuck are Arsenal doing so bad? That's weird. Not doing bad, but you know what I mean. Liverpool have scored the most, but they are leaking in a few. They've conceded 17. Of course, we've conceded 21, one of the highest in the league. You know, standard stuff in FIFA. But yeah, as I say, that's why it's very important that we can't lose or draw any more games, to be quite honest. Let the bodies hit the floor. I love that song so much. It's one of those, like, for me, new metal never died. I'm a lot like Luke Owen that way. The early to mid 2000s, the late 90s, I should say, to the mid 2000s, they never ended for me. And new metal is a genre that it's still alive and well. But with all that said, let's get into this first game against Leicester, who are in 7th in the table, so they're not doing too bad. I feel like we have a big game after this. I think we've Spurs after this, if memory is serving me correctly. Yeah, we've got Spurs away, so I might make 1 or 2 changes for this Leicester game, which I think we'll play the highlights of. Because, as I said, we have a lot of games to get through, so I want to make sure that we get through this nice and sufficiently. Let's give this a go again. Lamone's going to be on the right, Alex on the left. That worked really well for us last time. Feel like giving Mukiele a game. Why not? Let's start... Let's put Rodri at centre-back and put Bear in the starting 11. And I think I'm happy with everything else. And play the highlights. And see if we can start this stream off with a win. I was up with my siblings earlier, so... Feeling very refreshed after that. We had some lovely takeaway. Donatello's in Middleton. If anyone ever finds themselves out in East Cork, that is the best takeaway I would recommend. Love a bit of Donatello's, so I do. I see that David De Gea has left Manchester United, one of my all-time favourite players. He's irreplaceable. I won't lie, JJ, I don't think I've been this sad about a United player leaving, probably since Wayne Rooney. I think that this is the most emotional I've been seeing a player leave in recent times. Like, obviously, when Mata left, I think I was quite sad as well, but, you know, towards the end, Mata wasn't really playing an awful lot, and, you know, the writing was on the wall, and it wasn't, like, too much of a shock. I'm not saying it's a shock with David De Gea, but, like, people need to realise David De Gea played 90 games in the last 2 seasons at United, you know, and he's been at the club for 12 years. The last player to play under Sir Alex Ferguson to leave Manchester United. It really is the end of an era. He's my all-time favourite goalkeeper. I think I said that on Twitter earlier. He is definitely my favorite goalkeeper of all time. And the reason I haven't like made a video about it yet on TikTok or like put it into words is because I'm still kind of processing it. Like it's going to be so weird not seeing him in the goal next season, you know. I'm very excited about, you know, looks like we are signing Onana from Inter Milan. I think it's an exciting signing, but yeah, De Gea, it's going to be tough to kind of, you know, get used to him not being there. But this is a big chance to start with. It's Lamone. JJ! Oh, I thought I'd overplayed that. Perfect start to the episode. You can probably notice there, Ibanez, our former centre-back, he's playing for Leicester. JJ opens up the scoring. Lamone with a big involvement there. Oh, lads, this is how you start the episode. Love it. We're going to get one chance in the first half. Are you serious? Oh, it's a good ball again. It's JJ again. Unselfish. Alex Cloyne. That would have been a penalty if he'd missed. But of course Alex is going to finish that 2-0. Not a shock, just deflated. Same favourite keeper of all time. Yeah, I think deflated is probably one of the more appropriate words you can use. Leicester got an attack here for the first time. I think that the disrespect David De Gea got, I'll talk more about it tomorrow. I will make a quick little video on it. Oh shit. Okay, good save by our goalkeeper Meyer. Okay, Leicester getting a few chances here. I will make a quick video about it tomorrow on TikTok because I wanted to make sure I could kind of process everything, because it's still, yeah, like it's been a while since a player departure has kind of gotten to me this much, you know. De Gea, just I already miss him. He's not even been gone a day. Well, technically he has because he's been out of contract since the 1st of July. But, you know, officially it was announced today. Like, he hasn't even officially announced that he's leaving for more than 24 hours. And I'm already feeling I don't know if withdrawal is the, you know, that might be a bit of a strong word. But I genuinely, I'm quite sad. You know, it's like he's been a member of the Manchester United family for 12 years. You know, and Leicester do pull one back, the bastards. 11 p.m. getting the cocaine bear. Needed a bit of a boost. Oh, we got a free kick here. Alex. Well, we haven't scored one for a while. We obviously scored that beauty against Newcastle in Season 1, which was the first free kick I'd scored this year at all. Let's see. Can he do it again? Alex Cloyne. Oh, that was a terrible free kick. But we do get the win. It was a mere consolation in the end. 2-1 win against Leicester. Perfect way to start the episode. JJ and Alex Cloyne with the goals. And now let's move on into the game against Tottenham Hotspurs, who just lost to Chelsea. So they're not in the best form. City did win again there, I just saw, against Arsenal. Were Liverpool playing? I couldn't see. Tried to see it there on my screen. Liverpool did play, and it looks like they lost, because we've just jumped above them in the table. Perfect. So here we go against Tottenham. We just played 7th place Leicester. Now it's 6th place Spurs. Again, I think I'm going to go with my strongest team. Couple of players missing a little bit of energy, but nothing too worrying. Let me actually just quickly do something there. There's actually 2 things I need to do in the team just before we get started. I'm going to put Lamone on the right and Alex on the left. And also let's just go into roles. Left corner, Alex. Sorry, not Gaia. Alex. Alex is on everything. Turla's the captain. And Alex is on everything except for penalties. That, of course, is down to the legend himself, JJ. There we go. Sorry, the chat just disappeared. There we go, it's back. The criticism he got is a complete joke. Been the best and consistent player since Sir Alex left. And the improvement from first season to world class is outstanding. Like, something people need to remember as well about David De Gea is that not only did he arrive in Manchester as a very young player in his early 20s with no English at that stage, he replaced one of the greatest keepers the game has ever seen. Like, Edwin van der Sar was the number 1 the year before David De Gea left. Like, our last official game before David De Gea joined was Edwin van der Sar's last game. Talk about big gloves to fill. And then for De Gea to be, 1, as great as Peter Schmeichel was, I was only 1. I was 1 year old when Peter Schmeichel left Manchester United. And 2, as much as I love Edwin van der Sar, and bloody hell, we're all praying for Edwin van der Sar at the moment. Obviously, he had a brain bleed a couple of days ago, so we're all praying for the legend himself, Edwin van der Sar. But as much as I love Edwin van der Sar, David De Gea had some diabolical defences in front of him. You think of some of the fucking shit that was put in front of him, and he still managed to become the best goalkeeper in the world for the biggest club in the world. I mean, how many times did he win Player of the Year? It was just incredible. And like, I'm speaking of David De Gea, we're just coming up. Oh my god, we're coming up against David De Gea here. Oh god, speak of the devil, and he shall appear. No longer a red devil though. Anyways, okay, I need to stop now because I'm going to start crying. But he's just been such. It's talking about 2 goalkeepers on the bench. How is Lloris still playing? Jesus Christ, must be like, oh no, I'm not going to mock his age. I know he's on the bench, not mocking his age. I need to remember that we can't do that. But David De Gea has just been, what a player. And I really will miss him. And look, it probably was the right time to go. I think it was the right time to go. But with that said, it doesn't change the fact that he's a legend for us. His first season got dropped for months. Yeah, him and Anders Lindegaard battled it out for a bit between the sticks. And even the following season as well. I remember De Gea made a bit of a mistake against Fulham, the game where Van Persie got his first goal. Kagawa got his first goal that day as well. De Gea made a little bit of a blunder for the second goal that Fulham scored, ended up becoming a Vidic own goal. And Lindegaard was actually in goal for the next game, so Sir Alex did chop and change it a little bit, but then, obviously as the season went on, De Gea established himself as the number 1, and the rest is history, as they say. It really is the end of an era, and I'm glad, though, that I got to see him play live for United one last time. Obviously, I was at Old Trafford back in March to see United play West Ham in the FA Cup, so I'm glad I got to see him play one last time. Oh, Dylan Turr with the strike, and David De Gea was equal to it. Cullen's going to whip this one in. Rodri can't get there. Let me tell you something, though. We will definitely be signing David De Gea in one of the career modes next year. I can guarantee you that. What an absolute legend. Yeah. I said a little bit emotional today. I haven't been this emotional about a player leaving in a very long time. Oh, JJ won the header. De Gea equal to it again. He's rolling back the years here, David. Yes. Oh, Saliba has made a bit of a balls of that. David De Gea to Oxford United. Well, at least we can still shout from that. That would actually be class if we did go to Oxford. Let's start the GoFundMe. I'm sure we can raise the funds. Imagine. Looks like, though, that he might be going to... well, from what we've heard, it could be Saudi Arabia, which... Listen, fair fucks to him. Go make that... go make even more money. You know, not that... listen, David De Gea's made a lot of money, but you know what I mean. Oh, it's Phil Foden. Oh, good block. But I'd like to... I know he probably will go to Saudi Arabia, but I'd like to see him stay in Europe. I really would. If the right offer was there for him, and hopefully it'd be outside the Premier League, I'd happily see. I'd like to see David De Gea join another European team, and it'd be nice to be able to see him play still in, you know, in the Champions League or even the Europa League. But David De Gea, I think JJ would probably be offside. Oh, he was onside. Got the touch and the flag didn't go up, but De Gea does have it here. Obviously, we're linked with another keeper as well. Obviously, Onana's going to be the number 1, but Zion Suzuki, the young Japanese goalkeeper, he is also linked with United, which I think that would be good because I do think we need another backup keeper. Because Dean Henderson, like, he's gone. De Gea obviously officially is gone. Tom Heaton, like him a lot, but like he should be no more than a third choice. And Onana at the number 1 and Suzuki Goon. Kazeni Narae, if you know, you know. He can be the backup keeper then, and we can like nurture him to maybe, you know, eventually become the number 1. We'll see what happens. When I was touring at Old Trafford, you got a certificate and get to choose your favourite player. I chose my favourite, David De Gea. Oh, shit. Fuck! Oh, okay, Tottenham already scored. Yeah, I didn't get to... I've done the tour twice. I never got to do that. I know with some of at the Old Trafford tours, they do change it up sometimes. I remember the first time I did the tour was back in 2010, which was Old Trafford's 100th anniversary. And I did get a certificate, which is actually still done at my parents' house, commemorating the at the moment. And then I did the tour again back in March. I was over in Manchester for a few days. Oh, I thought it was going to be a penalty. Yeah. Yeah, as I said, I'm glad I got to see De Gea live one last time. Oh, shit. Gonna be fun. Yeah, Nana. There's gonna be some interesting chance for him. Yeah, I like him though. Like, obviously, had a very good season at Inter Milan. Obviously, Ten Hag used him at Ajax. There's also been a... there's also been... Sorry, the chat was gone there again. What was I just going to say? Yeah, there's also... He's also a good age as well. You know, he's I think he's 26. So, you know, he's in his prime. And for a keeper, it's experienced enough that he can be the number one, but it's young enough that he has so much ahead of him. And I'm looking forward to seeing him. It's a giant certificate at the end of the tour. No, I didn't get any. I didn't actually get that. Oh, Dylan Turl. Nearly scoring a beauty there. As we approach half-time here, still 0-0, but Tottenham might get one last chance. It's Guendouzi. Arsenal fans look away. Goes back into the hands of Meyer, I should say. Will we get one last attack? No, we won't. 0-0 at half-time. We had the better chances, though. David De Gea has been the only thing stopping us from taking the lead. But anyways, oh my god, that was really sweet. We'll get into the second half. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's really nice cola, but I tell you what, there is a very sweet aftertaste to it. Here's Dylan Tarr. It'd be sweet if we could get a goal here. Good interception. Trying not to let my emotions get the better of me here. Saliba with a good tackle, but Tottenham do get the throw in. I have been telling my siblings as well. Obviously, I brought them to their first live WWE show a couple of weeks ago. Or, no, sorry, it was last week. The next big trip for them now that I'll have to bring them on is a trip to the Theatre of Dreams, which hopefully we'll be able to do in the next couple of years. It's handy as well, actually, because obviously my stepdad is from Wales. Oh, shit. Just let me concentrate here for a second. Oh, fuck off. Oh, I don't believe this. I don't fucking believe it. Well, that's fucking typical FIFA right there. We have all the chances in the first half. Tottenham barely get a sniff of the ball. Straight away then in the second half, they take the fucking lead. Oh, unbelievable. And of course, oh, lo and behold, it's Guendouzi's first goal of the season. I know the news water is wet. Oh, right. What was I just saying? Yeah, so the handy thing is about that, but Manchester's, my stepdad is from Wales, and obviously he's my sibling's biological father. And the town he's from in Wales, Cwmbran, it's actually where me and Alex stayed for Clash at the Castle. There's actually a direct train from Cwmbran to Piccadilly in Manchester. So, obviously my siblings do visit Wales quite a lot. So it'll be handy. We'll have to try and organise it at some stage. Foden. Go on, lad. Oh, De Gea with another save. Making a De Gea save montage is something United should do. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if in the next day or two there was something up about De Gea's best saves. You could easily make a 20-minute video out of it. There was that many of them. And not only were they great saves, they were such important saves as well, you know. Oh, JJ, come on, get in. Well, De Gea couldn't save it that time. JJ gets a very important equaliser. Picks up the ball. We've got to win this game. As I said, we can't be dropping too many more points. Not going to take Foden off just yet. 1-1, 25 minutes left. Need to stay focused. Can't get carried away. Thinking of pulling up the 4-4-2 card there in just a moment. We'll give it another few minutes. The Liverpool save, I still don't know how he saved it. Is that the one at Old Trafford from Balotelli? Or this? I remember I hate talking about this game, but the one we lost 3-0 to Liverpool, because Sky Sports put up a montage of David De Gea's best saves about a week ago, and that game we lost 3-0 to Liverpool back in 2014. Suarez very nearly made it 4. De Gea pulled out a ridiculous save to stop it from being 4-0. Oh, but De Gea's made a good save here as well. I remember he made a very good save at Anfield as well for Coutinho back in the 16-17 season. Ah. What a man. That was on the Anfield Dulfest. Oh, yes. Oh, fuck off! Oh, I hate Tottenham so much. I know the one you're on about now. The one we drew 0-0 in 17-18. Oh, fuck. I tell you what, it's not 0-0 here, though. Bissouma, you bastard. Right. We have to change the 4-4-2 formation. Oh, lads, the quadruple. I tell you what. I never thought the Premier League would be the thing we'd be struggling with. Right, Lamone and JJ are going to go up front. Lamone goes there. Cullen can go here. Brennan Johnson can come on for Saliba. Put Rodri at centre-back. Actually, you know what? Foden's not had the best game. I'm going to bring on Marino. Because I think we need to change it up a little bit. And Guy has not really done a lot. I'm going to bring on Luke Shaw. 2-1 down. 15 minutes left. And even a draw isn't a great result for us. Like, we need to win games. Because City are just not dropping... Well, they've dropped a few points in draws, but they're not losing, it looks like. They're just not conceding either. Man City, 9 goals conceded at this stage of the season. It's ridiculous. Oh, De Gea. David De Gea, I tell you what. If it was anyone else, I'd be calling him every name under the sun. But because it's David De Gea, I'm refusing to do so. It's Brennan Johnson. Couldn't get the shot off. Lamone. Oh, De Gea again. Equal to it. What a save. First important amazing save was his first season against Chelsea. We came back from 3-0 down. Matta's free kick. Yeah, that was a peach of a save. And that was going right into the top corner. That was a crazy game. Oh, it's off the line. Oh, my God. Well, it looks like Spurs, they have our number here. Sorry if I've gone a little bit quiet, just trying to make sure I can focus on the attack here. Let's make sure that we don't let it slip. Lamone, nah, poor ball by Turl. 6 minutes left. Can't see us getting anything from this game. And even if we do rescue a draw, it's still not a great result. City will be licking their lips watching this. Good ball by JJ. Lamone, tight angle. Oh, what a goal! What a goal by Lamone! Holy shit, how did that go in? Well, I'd rather he picked up the ball instead of celebrating like he'd just won the Champions League. Come on, there's still time to win this. What a finish, though. But here we go, Tottenham now. Flicking it around. Okay, come on. Come on. Oh my God! I've complained about the passing so much in this year's game, but that was it in a nutshell there. Come on, hold on to it. Right, Lamone, come on. Nah, runs fucking right into Alaba, the stupid prick. I already don't like him for what he did to Ireland back in the day. Oh my God, I can't believe this. Oh my God, I thought that was in. I thought that was in. It's a draw, and it's not a game that I really wanted to draw. 2-2 against Tottenham. That is very frustrating. David De Gea had a brilliant performance. Hopefully United can get a result there against Liverpool, and Southampton against Man City. I'm not expecting much from that. We'll check the table there in a second. Moyano wants to play this game. I'll think about it. He will play this game, by the way. Let me just have a quick look at the table of the Premier League. Oh, City won again. What was the score? I was hoping maybe Southampton could pull out a shock result. Sorry, I'm going the wrong way. Southampton. City beat them 3-1. United did beat Liverpool 2-1 though. That's good. Hello, Karis. But anyways, Salzburg here in the Champions League. We've already topped the group. We'll go with the second team. Let me change up the bench a little bit as well. Put Serrano there. Mukiele should be in there anyway. McConnell on the bench. Jovanovic, he can go on instead of Foden. Let's put Fontaine, whatever his name is, he can go there as well. Starting 11 I think is fine. Mamardashvili can play this game. Abro can actually go in instead of Turl. And let's put Chavez there instead of Gaia. Let's just, let's actually make sure. Yeah, there's no other real reserve player. I'll keep JJ on the bench, that's fine. Sim this game. Result really doesn't matter. We've already topped the group and qualified. We lose the game 3-2, but whatever. It doesn't matter. We've already gone through to the next round. Salzburg do get a win in the group stage. We'll have a look at the final group tables there just to see what the story is. And obviously we will know as well who we have in the next round of the Champions League, which is exciting. So, let's let's look at our group first. So we topped the group, 5 wins, 1 loss, but it didn't matter in the end, the loss. 19 scored, 7 conceded, 15 points. Lyon did manage to come second, 3 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses. Roma dropped down to the Europa League, and Salzburg finished bottom of the group. The other groups, Inter Milan topped the group, and Real Madrid come second. Benfica dropped down to the Europa League. Bayern and Barcelona go through there in Group B. Don't want to talk about Group C. We obviously talked about our group in Group D. City and Juventus City topping the group in Group E. Juventus coming second. PSG and Sociedad qualifying from Group F. Dortmund and Sevilla qualifying from Group G. Milan dropped down to the Europa League. Interesting. And Liverpool dropped down to the Europa League in Group H. Ajax and Bayer Leverkusen qualifying there. Bit of a surprise. Just talking about David De Gea, Kerr, as I was talking to you about earlier. Just talking a lot about David De Gea and how sad we are to see him leave Old Trafford. But anyways, we hopefully will know our opponent in due course. We've got this game here against Wolves. Let me just have a quick look at the calendar again and just see what other games we have coming up. Of course, Group C just shows how fake this game is. Exactly. It's fake unless we win, then it's real. But we have, Wolves, Burnley, Villa in this game against Forest. Oh, we got Spurs again at the end of the episode. Perfect. So I think what I might do is I think I'm going to play this Wolves game, play the highlights of Burnley, and then Villa we'll see then. But I do want to play that Nottingham game. And obviously I want to play the Spurs game at the end of the episode as well. But let's play this game against Wolves. I don't think we need to change anything really in the team. Luke Shaw is a little bit tired. Okay, we've got a few tired players on the bench, which isn't great. Let's put Ahmed Hosvich on the bench, give Luke Shaw a rest. Moyano can stay there. Actually, let's put Serrano on the bench as well. Why not? And everything else can stay the same. That's perfect. And let's hope that we can get another win here after that draw against Tottenham. I was tempted to burst out the 4-4-2 for this, but no, let's stick with what we have. Against Wolves, it can be a bit of an awkward team to play against in their lovely green jersey. A lot of people don't like this jersey, but I don't know, there's just something about it. It just looks quite snug. I actually quite like it. But hopefully, it's the jersey that ends up on the losing side today. Is Lamone. Oh, it's JJ. Oh, it's a perfect start. 4 minutes in. First attack of the game. JJ makes it 1-0. Gotta stay calm, though. Just gotta get these W's and hope that Man City can eventually drop points before we play them. Lamone did really well there. Up to JJ, who puts it right into the corner of the net. And we are 1-0 up. 15 goals in 16 games for JJ. He's banging them in as per usual. But I love how it's taken us till the final season to have a competitive year in the league. Obviously, bar season 1 when we were still building the team. Calabria just runs right into the defender there. Here's Herrera. Oh, it's He's done me there. Herrera. Good tackle by Saliba. Meyer very nearly let that go there. Here's Jose Gaya. Did get a couple of goals in the last episode, if you remember. Alex Cloyne now, who's been doing bits off the left in recent games. Oh, it's a good strike. Good save by the keeper. Lemon keeps it in for JJ. Back to Lemon, who might be offside. He's not, but the shot gets blocked twice. Barbosa. Oh, it's a terrible ball by Barbosa. Ah, JJ. He teed it up for Alex, but it was too close to the defender. And Wolves get on the counter-attack now. Saliba can't get to his man quick enough. Oh, what a bad time to get an itchy nose. Alright, sorry, I really got to pause. My nose is really itchy. Oh, there we go. Foden, can he get the tackle? No, he can't. God, they're shielding this really well. Oh, brilliant by Phil Foden. That was fantastic. Alex Cloyne now is on the run. Is JJ. Oh, he makes absolute crap of his man. See you tomorrow, Keras. JJ, 2-0. 2 inside 20 minutes. JJ on the double. 16 and 16 now in the league. You love to see that. My nose is really itchy. I do apologise. Someone must be thinking of me. That's what they say. Plug up my phone. Battery is full. Lovely finish there by JJ. We double our lead. But yeah, we do need to keep this going. But yeah, it's weird how, like, the parallels have been... Oh, great ball. Just give me a second. Dylan Tarl. Oh, what a finish by Tarl. In off the post. Okay, we are battering Wolves here. Really making a statement with this performance. Dylan Tarl with a beautiful finish. Well, he's never quite reached the heights goal-scoring wise like he did in the second season. But I tell you what, when he does score, they tend to be beauties. And that was another very good one. Fell on his ass, skinned the wolf. Lovely analogy. And a lovely finish as well by the captain. But yeah, the parallels between this and Turl United, because obviously Turl United, you know, Man City were running away with the league at one stage. Obviously a lot more than they are in this. Like, I wouldn't say they're running away with it in this career mode, but, you know, they're in pole position at the moment in the league. But yeah, it's kind of weird, like the parallels between this career mode and Turl United. When you really dig deep into it, there's actually a few there. Like, we came 7th in both of our first seasons in the Premier League. Oh, shit. Good tackle by Saliba. Won the league in both the second seasons. And in the last season, going for a treble/quadruple, and Man City are the ones that we're dealing with. Obviously, Liverpool are there as well, but it's mostly Man City. Can JJ get a hat-trick already? Oh, good block. Good block by the defender. Rodri with a very good tackle there. And Sheffield just equalised against Man City. Hopefully they can hold on to that, but listen, I suppose... Oh, shit. Poor pass. When it comes to Man City, look, even if they can draw a couple of games, we're playing them in the first game in January, and I'd love to be, even just to be 2 points behind them at most. Oh, shit. Just so we can jump above them, because I feel like if we jump above them, if we can beat them, but be close to them whilst we beat them, I feel like they might start losing a few more games then. But it'd be nice to see them lose even just one game before we play them. Lemon, brilliant run. Oh, good save. Couldn't follow up on it. Oh, Colin, he was too far away from it whilst he was running away. Tarl is Rodri. Is Lemon. Go on. Put it back. And in. Oh, couldn't find him. Fabio Silva, who I used in a career mode with Hull back in the day. I say back in the day, that was only like 2 years ago. Oh, that's not where I meant for that ball to go. Right back to the keeper. It's been a comfortable performance for us so far. I can't remember exactly where Wolves were on the table, but I don't think they're doing much of note. anything of note, I should say. How many minutes are going to be added on here at the end of the half? Let's see. Just the one. Wolves looking for one last attack before then. Good tackle. Oh, Saliba, what are you doing? And there we go. That is half time. 3-0 up. 3-0 up at half time. JJ with 2. Turl with 1. Comfortable performance so far. Sheffield and City still level at 1 apiece. But let's try and get as big a result as possible today. I think it would be nice to get like a huge win here. Colin looking to go on a surging run, but just tackled as he went to do it. And that's going to go for our throw in. It's actually nice streaming on a Saturday night. I can't remember the last time I streamed on a Saturday at all. Turley United, we did it a couple of times. Maybe not so much towards the end, but definitely at the start. Oh, just give me a second. Phil Foden. Oh, good block. I feel like Foden hasn't scored in forever. But I remember towards at the beginning we did a few on Saturdays, and then towards the end I do remember doing one on a Saturday, like literally at the very end. Oh, there's Alex Cullen. Oh, lovely by Alex. Oh, it's a brilliant run by Alex Cullen. 4-0. That was a absolute... That was the run of dreams, so it was. Ryan Giggs-esque, even though we always compare Alex to David Beckham, but still. Brilliant run, brilliant finish. 4-0. We have to see this again. Defenders couldn't get anywhere near him. Keeper is never going to get anywhere near that either. Joe Turl delighted. Alex Cullen... Terrifying defences yet again, and we are 4-0 up. And Alex has gone back up to a 91 rating as well. I think, yeah, he's still at 91, but it would have been so much higher had he not picked up those 2 injuries. Such a shame. But for me, whatever about the first one, it's the second one. It was the 7-monther. That was the kicker, and we missed him while he wasn't there. Obviously, oh shit. That was close. Brendan Johnson did a fantastic job, but we did miss having Alex as an option. It's just so annoying that we've made 3 cup finals and he's missed all of them through injury. Like, that's just... they say things come in threes, and hopefully it won't be a third injury, but those 2 injuries did mean he had to miss 3 cup finals, 2 League Cup finals and an FA Cup final. Oh, Foden, what are you doing? Turl, have another go. Deflected away. It's nice after a week's work, Saturday night relaxing, and if not raining, my usual Sunday walk. That sounds lovely. That does sound lovely. Yeah, no, I've enjoyed it. It's been nice and chill. Unfortunately, I can't do this every Saturday, but any chance I get to record on a Saturday, I will, especially with the WWE series I have coming up, and maybe some of the UFC Among Us and Fall Guys ones as well. Because the thing is, Saturday nights for me, in recent times, obviously when I referee, it's mostly on a Saturday. I think there's only been one occasion where I've refereed where it wasn't on a Saturday. Every other one has been on a Saturday. The only other one was Good Friday. Just give me a second here. JJ, can he get the hat trick? Of course he can. Was it even a question? 5-0. Game, set, and match. Lovely stuff. But yeah, that's kind of a Saturday for me. I don't really I go tomorrow now. I'm having a few drinks with my college friends. It's actually going to be over Zoom because we kind of live all over the place in Ireland. I live in East Cork. My friend Ian lives in Cork City. Then I've got 2 friends, Erica and James, who live in Dublin. I've got my friend Ali then, who lives in Kerry, which is a neighbouring county of Cork. So we all live, we're all kind of scattered out, and we are meeting up in Dublin next month. The same weekend I'm going to the United game. But yeah, in terms of going out on Saturday night, I like going out the odd time on a Saturday night, but it's I think the older you get, the more you just kind of I just like staying, if I'm not refereeing or doing something going to an event that I like, or an event that I want to go to, I just kind of like staying in. But let's make a few changes. Bring on Marino again for Foden. Let's give Alex a rest. Kind of want to try Brennan Johnson on the left. Saliba is getting a little bit tired, so we'll bring on Cocaine Bear. Put Rodri at centre-back. Actually, what does Bear get as a centre-back? +1, yeah. Okay, let's swap them around. And I'll bring on Mukiele as well for Calabria. Why not? For the final 15 minutes or so, Sheffield have once again equalised. Hopefully they can drop points against Man City, but like, I really want a draw beat would be nice, but I'd love if they could lose. I just love if they could lose. But yeah, Saturday nights for me aren't as wild as they used to be, which, you know what? I'm not complaining about. I think I look back at my very early 20s and my late teens. Like, there were some great times, like, don't get me wrong, but Christ, I don't know. I don't think you could pay me enough to do it now, to go out every Saturday. Wolves on the attack here again, though. I'd like a clean sheet. Nice stuff. I stay at home, usually watch TV or YouTube. Currently watching a TV series called Suits. Yeah, I've heard of it. I've heard a few people go on about it. I haven't watched a TV series. God, I haven't been hooked on a series like whilst it was happening probably since Hannibal with Mads Mikkelsen and Hugh Dancy back in 2013. That was probably the last time I got properly into a series. Not counting things like, The Ultimate Fighter and stuff like that. We've got one more change. Let's bring on Serrano. Give him a game in the Premier League. Give Rodri a rest as well. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, like I think I said it before. I just don't watch a lot of quote unquote normal telly. Oh. I'm not a drinker. I'm not a drinker or a person who went out in his younger days, or his youth days, I should say. Yeah, probably better off. Listen, as I say, there was some good times, but oh, let me just defend here very quickly. Good tackle by Boric. The friend group I was in at that stage, listen, even the friend group I have now, we all like a drink. Don't get me wrong, but we can do other things as well, Whereas the friend group I was in a few years ago, it was literally, one, it was a very toxic group, anyway. I don't talk to literally anybody who I spoke to back then. That was only, God, that was in the last 5 years, that group kind of started. And, very quickly imploded, but that's a story for another time. But, again, let me just defend. Every time I tell a story, I have to bloody defend. But, oh, the game's over, shit. I didn't realise we were that late into the game. 5-0 win, lovely stuff. JJ with the hat trick. I had friends who the hobby was to drink. I remember talking to one of them before and saying see, I told you, Man City would get the win, 4-3, knew it, bastards. But I remember asking someone do you have any other hobbies away from drinking? And he genuinely didn't have any. That's the problem with some people is I like going out and I like having a laugh, and I do like to have a few drinks every now and again. But some people just unfortunately, the hobby seems to be drinking, and it's not good for you mentally, and it's definitely not good for your bank account either. But here we go. We've got Burnley up next. Let me just check the calendar again. I think I might play the highlights of this Burnley game. Villa. I might do an interactive sim. I want to play this Forest game, and then I'll address the Leeds game when we get to it. We'll see how things are. But Burnley here. At Turf Moor, let me just change the kit. We haven't used the Ireland kit in a minute. Yeah, let's use that. And it's both very bright. Let me put Burnley in that really, really nice third kit. Will I make any changes? I think, you know what? Foden I'm going to put on the bench. Alex can go in the middle. Brennan Johnson out on the left. Luke Shaw, I feel would suit this game at left back. And I'm also going to play Bear. Perfect. Let's play the highlights. I've only ever gone out if I've got invited, which has been a handful of times. Listen, I don't know what the scene is like in England, like as much as I do in Ireland, or like just the UK. You know, I don't know what the scene is like in the UK in general. But I suppose in Ireland, like pub culture is such a big thing. Like I do know it's a big thing in the UK as well, but I don't think people realise in Ireland how much of a big thing it is. Like, well, I mean, maybe some people do. Like, you know, people say it's a stereotype that Irish people love to drink. Like, I mean, it is a stereotype, and it isn't. Like, it is quite, you know, it's quite true. Like, we are quite heavy drinkers. You know, it's kind of just something that's just in us. But like, I don't think people realize until they get here how big of a thing it is. Like, you know, it's just kind of always been the way, you know. But yeah, like, you know, I think if you can do it in moderation, and you can kind of, you know, not make oh shit, what the fuck? Where was my defense? What a save by Meyer. If you don't like, abuse it, I think you can enjoy it, but it's just so hard. Oh, that's a good ball. That's a very good ball. Oh, it's a brilliant goal. It's Brennan Johnson back in the team. Gets a goal from the left-hand side as well. He's showing he can do it on either side. And we take the lead at Turf Moor. Pubs in England is big, but a night out like in Oxford is very big. Yeah, like, you know, like Cork. Like, don't get, Cork is a good night out. Like, you know, I'm not from Cork City, but anytime I do go out in the city, like, it is a good night out. Cloyne, where I'm from, like, Cloyne is a very small village. For a small village, though, we have 3 different pubs. 3? Yeah, we have 3. Used to be 4. I think it was even 5 at one stage, but in my lifetime, there was a stage where there was 4. Like, you know, this is not a town that you would think, or a village, I should say, that you would think would need 4 pubs, but they all did quite well. The only reason one of them closed down was because they just sold it. Is that a goal? Is JG onside? Yes, he is. 2-0. Gets in there. But anywhere you go in Ireland, like any village, like no matter how big or small the village is, you can bet your bottom dollar, or you know, euro in our case, that there'll probably be at least 2 pubs. But Cork City, like, you know, Cork City is a very good night out. Oh, Brennan Johnson. Oh, in off the post. 3-0. Yeah, this was a formality. Absolute formality. Last bus to leave Oxford is 3 a.m, so plenty of time to have a good night out. Yeah, I don't have that luxury. The last bus, Cloyne's public transport, is ridiculously shocking. So the last bus I can get home from Cork City to East Cork is 11 o'clock. But that only goes as far as a place called Middleton. Well, it goes out to Youghal as well, but Youghal and Cloyne are both in East Cork, but they are nowhere near each other, if that makes sense. Youghal is actually as far away as Cork City is. It's just out the opposite direction. So Middleton is the closest I can get to home, and that's at 11 o'clock. So if I'm going out in Cork City, I have 2 options. I either book a room for the night, if I'm not staying at a friend's house, which thankfully I've been able to do an awful lot, or I fork out, you know, anywhere from 40 to 70 quid for a taxi, which people think like, geez, that, you know, that must be shit. It can be, but look, as I say, I don't go out all the time, so if I ever have to do it, I know well in advance. And I tried squaring it for Foden, but it didn't work out. I know well in advance, and I don't have to, you know, it's not like I do it every week. But there we go, 3-0 win at Turf Moor. Another clean sheet. Lovely stuff. Let's get on into the next game. City win again, but Liverpool did lose. City did beat Nottingham 2-1. But Cork City is a very good night out. I used to go out in Middleton quite a lot, but now I don't think you could even pay me to go out in Middleton. Just not my scene these days. Right, so we have this game against Villa, which, you know what, I think I'm going to play the highlights of as well. I'm going to play the highlights of this Villa game, and then we'll play the Nottingham game. Yeah, let me just go with the full strength team, because we'll play the second team against Forest. But if there's ever a spot, like, I've never actually been to this place, but from what I hear, if you ever want to have a nice, like a good piss up in Ireland, best bet is probably, if you're coming here purely for drinking, your best bet's probably Galway, because it's the most amount of drink with the least amount of trouble. But I've never been up to that part of Ireland known as Connacht. Oh, Foden with a chance, good save. Ireland has 4 provinces: Munster, where Cork is, Leinster, where Dublin is, Connacht, where Galway is, the place I just mentioned, and then there is Ulster, which is where Northern Ireland is. Yeah, that's what Ireland is split up into, 4 different provinces, which if any of you are rugby fans, you probably would already be familiar with. Oh, unlucky. Second half now, still 0-0. Again, this is not a game I would like to be dropping points in. Okay, Calabria's done well there. Please give us the next attack, please. Okay, here we go. Only 25 minutes to go. It's still in. Keep it in. Ah. Oh. Okay, 20 minutes to go. We get one more run here. It's Brennan Johnson again. Come on, Brennan. Come on. Oh, he's cleaning. He's clean through here, I should say. Oh, get in. I thought I'd overran it for a second. It's Brennan Johnson. It's 1-0. What a signing he has proven to be. He doesn't always start for us, but I tell you what, he's such an important player to have in the squad. Bit of a Ji-sung Park, loves scoring in important games. We've got another crossing opportunity here. And when I do get invited out, I don't drink. You've got more willpower than a lot of people, JJ. I'll give you that much. Or I'll tell you that much, I should say. Give you that much, that made no sense. Oh, it's Brennan Johnson again. Oh, he nearly got another brace. But he does get the only goal of this game, but it's enough to seal another 3 points and another clean sheet. Fantastic stuff. Oh, God. Unai Emery, not a very good evening for him. Probably the oldest joke I could have used, but whatever. But Man City do beat Liverpool. It's the one time I probably could have done with a draw. Or even a Liverpool win, I think, would have suited us. Let's have a quick look at the table, though. Oh my God, sorry. The cola is really nice, but the aftertaste is ridiculously sweet. Oh God. So here we are after 18 games. We're 4 points behind City, but we've only conceded the 2 against Tottenham today. And did we concede another goal in the league? Oh, we did against Leicester. So we've only conceded 3 though. With the amount of games we've played, it's actually not too bad. Liverpool I was going to say, where the fuck are Liverpool? They've dropped off a good bit down to 6. So, yeah, we probably could have done with them winning that game against Man City. We're now 11 points clear of them. Jesus. United doing a lot better, though, up to 4th. Arsenal in 3rd. So, things are looking a bit healthier now there. At the top of the league. Moreno, he wants to play. Don't worry, lads. You'll play the next game. Relax. I have a personal reason why I don't drink. Well, that's fair enough. That's completely fair. But, what was I going to say? Yeah, look. Listen. Drinking, I always say, when it comes to drinking, if you're able to... Actually, you know what? I think I'm actually going to use the first team, but I'll rotate around a little bit, because I feel like this is a big enough game that we can start some key players. But, you know, it's one of these things. In moderation, it's fine, but, like, I'm looking forward to having a couple of drinks tomorrow, because I haven't done it for a while, you know? But, like, I won't drink again then for another fucking 3 or 4 months. So Moyano can come in because he hasn't played for a while. I'm going to give Porrig a rest, and Luke Shaw can play alongside Saliba. Bear will put in for Rodri. Mukiele. No, I'm going to start Calabria. Let me see what else I can do. Brennan Johnson. You know what? I think Brennan Johnson deserves a game. What my dilemma is, now I know I went a little bit quiet there. My dilemma is, we're in the quarterfinals of the League Cup, right? Where Alex tends to be safe. It's the semi-finals where he normally gets injured. So I'm in a dilemma. Do I play Brennan Johnson over Alex or over Lemon? You know what? Better safe than sorry. I'll play Brennan Johnson. And you know what? I'm gonna start Evan Ferguson, but we'll keep JJ on the bench. I think that makes sense. Foden. You know what? He's not been in the best form lately. I'm going to put Ivanovic there. And I think I'm happy with the rest of the bench. Let me put... Actually, you want McConnell can go on the bench as well. And here we go against Forest. Keep saying Burnley. Up against Forest. Should be an interesting one. Let's see what happens. Most people, most people when I've asked, Jesus Christ, why does the chat always disappear when I'm reading? There we go. Most people when I've been asked, do I drink? Follow-up question always, am I an alcoholic? The answer is no. Yeah, some people, see, it's weird here in Ireland. It's people find it very hard to understand when, not even if you don't drink at all. Like, let's just say one night you decided, you know what, I don't really feel like drinking tonight. People find it very hard to understand why you don't want to do it, and I won't mention the name of the person, but I had a family member who I essentially kind of fell out with over this. So a lot of you might know that my biological father, I didn't know the man, but he passed away when I was very young, and he would have been a bit fond of the drink, let's just say. And this family member would be a close relative of my biological father, and I went through a period back in like 2019 and 2020 where I just kind of got sick of alcohol, and I was just like, I just don't really. I liked going out and I liked socializing, but I just didn't have any interest in drinking. And every time I went out, like this family member would just. I'm not even going to call him a family member. I think that's being too kind. I'll just call him a relation. He just wouldn't let it go, and I just one day just went, you know what? Okay, fuck you. I'm not talking to you anymore. Like if it bothers you that much, if I don't want to have a drink of a night, then you are not someone I want to talk to, whether you're related to me or not. There's this weird kind of mentality people have. Then thankfully they came out with those non-alcoholic drinks, which, you know, like the Heineken Zero and stuff, like that was a godsend, because I could have like a pint in front of me that had, you know, 0% alcohol, you know, 0.5% or whatever it is, but a very low percentage, so nobody could like ask me why I'm not drinking. Like it would just look like I'm having a normal drink. That was a godsend. But the thing is, you should never have to explain. Like if you don't want to have a drink, that's up to you. Like, and if anyone tries to make you feel shit over that, then like that's their problem. Do you know what I mean? It's so stupid. Like some people just, I don't know. Like I remember there was one guy who I used to be friends with who he stopped drinking after a while because I wouldn't say he was an alcoholic, but he would have been if he'd kept going. That's probably the best way I can put it. And people oh shit. Sorry, now let me just. Oh, Mamardashvili had to make a good save there. Your people just go up to him and say like, "Oh, look, if you want to break out for one night, like do." And it's like that's the last thing you should be saying to someone who's having an issue with alcohol. But as I say, in Ireland, it's just some people just don't get it. Like, I mean, I've never once been there. Like, if I was ever having a drink on a night out and there was someone there who wasn't drinking, I never once thought I'm gonna start telling them they should drink. Like, if someone doesn't want to drink, they don't have to drink. Like, it's you know, grown adults can make their own decisions. You know what I mean? I just realised, well, this is Brennan Johnson playing against his old club. Completely forgot about this. Oh, great run. Can he score here, Brennan Johnson? Brennan Johnson, he's been in brilliant form lately. Couldn't score there. Good save. Agreed. Strangers who drink on what level they look at me like I'm an alien. Fuck them. Just anyone who gives you shit for not drinking is an absolute idiot. If you want to drink, drink away. You know, just don't take the piss with it. And if you don't want to have a drink, that's fine too. And as I say, if anyone has a problem with that, they're the problem, not you. Moreno here on a good run though. There's Brennan Johnson. I tell you what, I do like the City Ground. I really do like this stadium. Oh, and Brennan Johnson, who's played a lot of games here. He likes this stadium as well. He very nearly scored a brilliant goal. Oh my God! It's a good header. Who was it? I think it was Marino again. Yeah, it was. Oh, very nearly opening up the scoring. Oh, excuse me. Oh, Limon actually takes some really good corners. Got to keep that in mind. Calabria. Out to Limon. It's Marino again. Moyano. Evan Ferguson. Good turn. Good block. Go on, Bear. Just couldn't break through. Oh, shit. Sorry if I'm going to be quiet. I'm just trying to make sure I can focus on the defending. Good tackle. Very good tackle. It's Brennan Johnson now on the break again. Evan Ferguson on the run. Can he make it 1-0? Ah! Well, JJ would have buried that. Evan Ferguson on his weaker side. Oh, it's not the worst effort in the world, to be fair. Should have gone with his right foot, though. Remains 0-0. Oh, God, I keep forgetting about that sweet aftertaste. I'll never forget a group of young people, 6 people, half of each gender, buying themselves crates and a few bottles. They asked They asked the question. I said no. They all laughed and said, "Get a life." Those people are going places. Not, not successful places, but they're going places. Fuck them. People like that, they're just not worth your time, you know. If people, some people out there, like, they do think, and listen, there were times when I was younger where I couldn't rest on a Saturday if I wasn't out. Like, I had to be out. And now it's just like, I'll put it to you this way, my kind of thing at nights out now. If I have a reason to go out, if there's something to celebrate, or if there's like if this is a momentous occasion, I love nights like that. Or like, tomorrow now I like having a few drinks with my college friends, or, like over Zoom, like that'll be fine. But then like seeing them next month, that's a moment to break out, because it's like, we haven't seen each other in person for 6 months. Like, it's an occasion. I like stuff like that. But I couldn't, like, if you told me to go out on any given Saturday and, like, break out and have, like, a big fucking, just a big fucking, what's it called? Just give me a second here. Okay, blocked. If you told me to go out and have a big sesh, as we call it here, for no reason, it's like, fine, but, like, I just don't enjoy it as much. I'm kind of there, like, I don't really have a reason to be out now. Like, when I went out with my friends for the FA Cup final, like, even though United lost and I was gutted, we made a good night of it, because there was something to drown our sorrows for. It was either going to be, we're drinking to remember, or we're drinking to forget. And unfortunately, it was the latter. But, like, stuff like that I can do, like, I can deal with. But, if I'm just going out for no reason, I just, at my age now, I just don't enjoy it. Fuck off. He's offside. Thank God he's offside. As we approach the halftime break here, still 0-0. Don't think we're going to get another chance to score here. I think JJ is going to have to come on at halftime, because Evan Ferguson just looks a bit lost up there on his own. That was a very weird camera angle. But yeah, let's bring on JJ, bring on the big boy. Oh, excuse me. Is there any other changes I could make? No, not right now. I think everyone else is actually doing all right. Here we go, JJ. He's on a halftime. Kicks off. Oh my God, I can't stop burping. I do apologise. I do beg your pardon. But this would be oh God, I would hate for the quadruple dream to end here in the league. Like, it'd be bad enough for it to end at all, but in the League Cup quarter-final, it would just make it that much more heartbreaking. Oh, it's Dylan Turl. Oh, what a start to the second half. Dylan Turl, the captain, with a captain's finish. Perfect time to score. The billionaire strut. You love to see it. Oh, what a time to score. Just as I was talking about the quadruple dream possibly ending, I just had a feeling that, like, this could be the game. But Dylan Turl extinguishes some of those worries and puts us in front right at the start of the second half. I knew we had to go a little bit strong now. Like, I like having the second team there, but I think the more we go in the League Cup, the further we go in the League Cup, the stronger the team is going to have to be. The only thing I can guarantee, as long as he stays fit, is that Mamardashvili will be in goal. And, there's a few, like, fringe players that I will, like, that I will play as well. And try and play them as much as possible. But, like, semi-finals now and final, we're going to have to go quite strong. Oh, JJ just couldn't get it onto his stronger right side. Oh, he gets a corner. Okay. Obviously took a deflection then. Oh, it's a good ball in. Oh. God, Lamone. I tell you what, Alex, as good as he is at corners, Lamone, he's pretty damn decent at them as well. Oh, and JJ with his left foot that time. He makes it 2-0, comes off the bench, does what he does best, puts the ball in the back of the onion bag, and it's 2-0 now against Forest. We're looking to go 3 for 3 in this competition, as we are in the Premier League, so that's an added motivation, along with the quadruple. And we are 2-0 up. Lovely stuff. Get in there. Said this in past streams, but going to the cinema late evening, early night, past few years has been my new thing to do. Not always. If a movie interests me, I'll go. But that's a good hobby to have, like, and that gives you something to look forward to as well. Like, I love going to the cinema as well. Like, you know, kind of like you. Like, I won't do it all the time. Like, and I definitely don't do it as much as some other people do, going to the cinema. But like when I went to see Black Adam with Alex, like, it's just a fun thing to go and watch. And it was that was back in October. It was early November. Go on, JJ. Again. Oh, good save. And that was the first time I've been in the cinema since 2019. We just had a great laugh. I planned on going to the cinema again a couple of times after that, but it just didn't quite happen. So I'm gonna have to actually have a look at what's on in the cinema at the moment and see if we can organise something, because it would be a fun thing to do. There's Bear. Oh, good save. Good save by the goalkeeper. Lamone now is going to take the corner. There's Luke Shaw. Shaw has a goal, and I tell you what, it was dipping. But Grabara, he was equal to it. Johnson wins it though. I tell you what, we're doing really well at winning that second ball. Oh, it's JJ. Oh, what a lovely finish that was. Oh, what a goal. It's JJ. It's 3-0. Forest, thanks for coming. Even though this is your stadium, but you know what I mean. Thanks for coming, bud. What a great replay. What a great replay here. Look at the quality of this replay. Oh my god. It's not like we're, 7 months deep and you can't fucking fix these bugs. But look at that. What a finish. Absolute beauty. And it's 3-0. Right, let's have a look at the bench. Might be a good chance to give some players again that don't normally play. Turl, he's done his job. We could bring on Jovanovic. Who else can I bring on? I'm going to give Lamone a rest. And put Cullen. I'm going to put Brennan Johnson back out on the right. Cullen can go on the left. Hopefully he doesn't get injured. And yeah, that's all I'll do for now. Fish and chipped yet again. Movie coming up that I'm going to see is Gran Turismo. Yeah, I've heard some people going about that. Yeah, I'll have to have a look at the listings, because it's been a while. A movie I was desperate to go see in the cinema, but I just could never get around to it because I was busy with acting, was Jackass Forever. But I did get to see it, but I didn't get to see it in the cinema. But I was really hooked, because I'd never seen any of the Jackasses in the cinema, because I was never old enough to actually get in. But I just couldn't find the time to do it. But still, me and Alex ended up watching it then at home, and we had a fucking ball of a time watching it. 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes away from a League Cup semi-final. There's Calabria, Jovanovic, JJ. Ooh, good tackle. It's Anthony Martial. I forgot he was at Forest in this. Right, there is actually another change I will make as well. McConnell can come on for Calabria. Good to give him a game. And Moreno, look, he's done his job. He can get a rest. Bring on Rodri. May as well. Rodri's been such an important signing. Polina was a good player in the CDM role, and he was all right at centre back. But Rodri, like when Polina wasn't, what's it called? When Polina wasn't. Oh, good block. Good tackle. When Polina. Oh my God! Sorry, the chat is. Right, give me a second, because I'm just repeating myself too much here. I'm trying to do 2 things at once. 3 things at once, I should say. There we go, it's back. Polina could get very tired. That was the problem. And he wasn't the quickest, whereas Rodri is just a lot more versatile. Jackass up in 2021. Was it not early 2022 that was out? Either way, I would have been in college because I was in college in 2021. Oh, JJ! Oh, good save by the keeper. We don't even get the corner from it. Is Dennis. That's a free kick. But yeah, I was desperate to go see it in the cinema, but I was never. I just couldn't get a chance for college. I had the theatre shows that we were. Oh, it's a good ball. I had the theatre shows that I was working on, and just with college assignments and stuff, it was just very hard to find the time to do it. But as I say, me and Alex ended up staying in and watching it with a ball of a time. Good run by Alex. Oh, lucky. It was early. Yeah, I knew it was early 2022 because obviously Johnny Knoxville was doing the stuff in the Royal Rumble, and then obviously they had the match with Sami Zayn. I know they announced it in 2021. I remember watching the trailer. Oh, lucky. But yeah, I remember watching it. I think I watched it, and I ended up watching it in April or May after it came out. It was actually after. Give me a second. Excuse me. It would have been after the WrestleMania match when I finally. Yeah, because I was on my Easter holidays from college. Yeah, that's when I finally got a chance to watch it. It was brilliant. I remember I was going through a bit of a. I was, had a couple of personal things going on, and Jackass just like I was belly laughing watching it. Just made me forget about any issue I had going on. It was fucking absolutely brilliant. And there we go, League Cup semi-finalists yet again. We're going to have to wrap Alex up in cotton wool before that game. But the City ground empties out. We get a 3-0 win. Turl and JJ, the men on the score sheet, as per usual. Even though Turl doesn't do it anywhere near as much. But a great game, I should say, to get into the semi-final. That was the best Mania build and match with Sami and Knoxville. Still my favourite match of all time. Combined two things that I absolutely love, pro wrestling and Jackass, and two of my all-time favourite people, Sami Zayn and Johnny Knoxville. Good times. Good times. Right, let's actually see as well who we got in the Champions League, and we'll also have a look at who we got in the League Cup. So, if we go here to League, and we'll also know who we got in the FA Cup as well. League Cup semi-final is against Fulham. First leg will be away from home, and the other semi-final is between Tottenham and Leicester. Very, very interesting. Looking forward to that. And in the Champions League, we have gotten Bayer Leverkusen, who I remember back in FIFA 16, I did a United career mode, and we did 6 seasons. And in 5 of those 6 seasons, we played Bayer Leverkusen in either the Champions League or the Europa League, whichever one we were in. And in one of the seasons, I had to play him in the group stage and in the quarterfinal. So that's who we get. Didn't mean to click out of that. That's who we get in the Champions League last 16. Let's have a look at the other games in the last 16 as well. So Real Madrid against PSG. Lyon, who were in our group, ended up getting Bayern Munich from Germany. Sorry, the chat has gone again. There we go. It's back. Still got revenge on Real Sociedad. Well, they've got Rangers. So you'd imagine that Real Sociedad would be the favourites in that game. But as we can see, Rangers have actually done quite well in the Champions League. I'm not going to talk about anything else that happened in that group, but yeah, they did a decent job there. So that's who Sociedad have. Who did Sociedad have in their group actually again? Was it PSG? I vaguely remember being PSG. Yeah, it was PSG. So yeah, Barcelona and Man City, big game there. Leipzig and Ajax, Sevilla and Inter Milan, and Juventus and Borussia Dortmund. Is there any interesting Europa League ties? Liverpool are playing Molde, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's old team. Porto and Milan. Villarreal and Fiorentina. Interesting stuff. Dare I see the Conference League? Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, look at that. Beşiktaş and Napoli, I suppose. Probably the biggest game there. Antwerp and AZ. Feyenoord and Basel. God. Mönchengladbach and Antwerp. Mönchengladbach and Athens, I should say. Utrecht and Midtjylland. Who is the English team in the thing again? In the Conference League. UCD lost all 6 games. There's not a surprise. Tottenham. They've obviously gone through to the last 16. Right, God, we're making good time here. Let's play the highlights of this Leeds game. Before we play, we do have Tottenham after this, don't we? Oh, my nose. We do have Tottenham after this. Who do we get in the FA Cup, actually? We got Millwall in the FA Cup. That'll be interesting. Looking forward to that, away from home as well. But here we go. Leeds in the Premier League. We'll play the highlights. The one change that I want to make is... Oh, he's actually all right, Saliba. But I'm still going to put Mukiele on, because Saliba's stamina is just a little bit shite. I'm going to put Ahmed Hosvich on the bench. And... you know what? Moyano, I'm going to reward him with another game because he actually played very well in that game against Nottingham Forest. Here we go. I'll play the highlights, hopefully get a win, and then play Tottenham in the last game of the episode after this. Making good time because 1 o'clock was my cut-off point because that's when the UFC prelims start, which I'm looking forward to. But let's see how we go against Leeds. I love how we've been able to use the purple kit quite a lot today. That's been fun. Leeds get the first highlight of the game with a corner. Definitely a risk playing the highlights games, but it definitely speeds things up a bit, especially with months like December, which are normally just a nightmare to get through. Good tackle by Moyano. Now we get a corner here. Let me put Lamone on it, actually, just to see if it makes a difference, because Alex, as good as he is, hasn't really provided much lately from corners. Lamone, he'll take it. Oh, it wasn't the worst one, but the keeper got too close to it. Oh, we've got a solo run here, though, from Alex in the 37th minute. Oh, and there's no defender near him. Alex Cloyne. Unselfish. He wants JJ to win the golden boot, and he sets it up for him. 1-0 here at Ellen Road. It's JJ. Bob's your uncle, Mary's your auntie. Get in there! Oh, you love to see that. I feel like I'm going to sneeze again, which is really annoying. We get another attack here, though. Oh, just give me a second. Okay, no, I think I'm okay. Oh, no, sorry, it's a Leeds attack. Shit, I thought it was our attack. 19 and 19 from JJ, averaging a goal per game. You love to see that. Let me just stop this attack here from Leeds. Oh, it's so annoying. Oh, God. It's not annoying getting a penalty. It's annoying when I feel like I have to sneeze whilst I'm taking a penalty. JJ! Oh! That was like a free kick in the box. What a penalty. Right into the top corner. Absolute beauty. What's this week's UFC? Volkanovski versus Yair Rodriguez tonight. It's the headliner for International Fight Week. I wish this sneeze would just come out. Oh, my God. That's the main event. Brandon Moreno's defending his title as well. So a couple of title fights. It's essentially the UFC's version of WrestleMania. International Fight Week. Bo Nickel is fighting as well. He's like a bit of a mini Brock Lesnar. He's a middleweight Brock Lesnar is probably the best way to put it. He actually spoke in the week that he'd love to have a run in WWE at some stage. I think would be a lot of fun to see. Former national champion as well, NCAA champion, similar to Brock Lesnar. So watch this space with that one. Oh, Leeds are in here. Meyer makes the save. We get another chance here, though, with about 10 minutes to go. It's Phil Foden. Looking to find Alex Cloyne. Can't get there. But it doesn't matter. 2-0. JJ with 2 goals yet again. What an episode he's had. Another 3 points. So the Tottenham game is the only game in the league that we haven't won today. Our only loss was that Champions League game that meant nothing. That Salzburg game. Man City, couldn't see if they were playing there. Let's have a quick look at the table. And they still haven't lost the game. But we are only 2 points behind them. And I did say that was ideally where I'd like to be when we play Man City. So let me just see here. We have this Tottenham game on the Wednesday, and then we have the City game on the Saturday. That's frustrating. That is frustrating. If only the City game could have been on the Sunday, and then the Fulham game on the Wednesday, that would have been handy. So I might have to make a couple of changes for this Spurs game. Let's have a look. Right, Alex Cloyne, I'm going to put him on the bench, just to be safe. Moreno, you know what? Let's give him a game. We'll put Foden on the bench. Let's start Luke Shaw instead of Porrig for now. Gaia, he'd be well rested by now. That's fine. Calabria can stay in. Turl can stay in. Rodri can stay in for now, but I might end up taking him off. And I think everything else is... I think I'm okay with you. Yeah, everyone else can start. For some reason, I kind of want to put Tottenham in the away kit. I just feel like... I don't know. I don't know why. I just have a burning desire. Yeah, let's put them in that one, just to make it look a bit different. But here we go. Let's hope that we can get 3 points here in the last game of the episode. And we'll be back then on Monday. I'm enjoying this every second day schedule. It's actually been a lot better. It's my 200th game as team name abbreviation 1587. God, how the fuck have they not... How the fuck have they not done that? What's the difference between International Fight Week and guys around the world internationally fighting? See, the thing is, a lot of people actually get very confused by that. The biggest difference is International Fight Week is... So, like, tonight now, we've got Alexander Volkanovski. Sorry, I didn't mean to pause that. Alexander Volkanovski is Australian. He's fighting Yair Rodriguez from Mexico. Brandon Moreno's also from Mexico. We've got Dricus du Plessis from South Africa. So it's fighters from, like, all different nations that are fighting. Like, Bo Nickel will be the American. It's essentially, like, it's all... They put all different nationalities of... all different... Sorry, what am I trying to say? Fighters from all different nationalities are on one card. You know, big international fighters. So that, like, people can travel from these countries and bring in... Essentially, it's to bring a lot of business to Las Vegas, which normally in July is not known for being busy. So International Fight Week is where, like, all the... It brings in a lot of the revenue for Las Vegas, and it's been very successful. Brock Lesnar would have headlined one of the International Fight Weeks. That was actually UFC 100. We beat Frank Mir in the rematch. Oh, Bruno Fernandes is playing for Tottenham here. I forgot about that. If UFC had a League of Nations, yeah, pretty much. But yeah, that's what International Fight Week is, and UFC 200 also took place over International Fight Week. So yeah, it's pretty much UFC's WrestleMania. But, like, WrestleMania is better. You know, I still love International Fight Week, don't get me wrong, but WrestleMania is definitely more of a spectacle. But let's hope we can make a spectacle of Tottenham today. Oh, God. Probably spoke too soon, because here they... Tottenham passed the ball so quickly. It's mad to see Bruno and De Gea both playing for Spurs. I will be watching it live. Indeed. I purposely... So I watched SmackDown live last night, which was... I watched most of it live, and then I was getting too annoyed at the ad breaks. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna turn it off, play some games, and then watch it afterwards. So I purposely stayed up extremely late last night so that I could sleep in a good bit today, so that I could stay up again tonight to watch the UFC live. So I like to do that when when there's something big on. Because the annoying thing about UFC main cards is that the main card never doesn't start till 3 o'clock in the morning. When they're in the States, the prelims start at 1, and I always like to watch the prelims when I can. That's a foul. Oh, apparently not. Gave us the advantage, and then as soon as we lose it, he's like, no, do you know what? The advantage is over. Oh, shit, they're in again here. Jed Spence. Come on, Gaia. Come on, Jose. Just couldn't get there. Ooh, good catch by Meyer. I was going to say, this is not the game. This is not a game, I should say, that I would like to go 1-0 down, but it's a poor ball. Oh, but you'll give the foul for that. Of course you fucking will, you asshole. It's going to be Bruno Fernandes stepping over this as well, along with Basuma. Bruno, oh my God. That was nearly a peach of a free kick from the Portuguese Magnifico. Full on shat my pants there, not going to lie. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, I thought there was an injury there for Moreno. Come on, this is our 200th game. Like to mark it with a win. Good save. Oh, by Meyer. Oh, I feel like I'm going to fart. Oh, my apologies. It was actually quite a silent one. I only gave the heads up because I thought you might hear it and ended up being silent. But you know what they say about the silent ones? They tend to be violent ones. Oh, that's a good ball. Saliba. Oh my God, Saliba! God. Former Arsenal man nearly gave Tottenham a golden chance to take the lead there. It was dangerously close. His Brennan Johnson has been quite quiet today. Looking to feed JJ. Couldn't get there. Mostly catch UFC if it's in the UK. Oh, give me a second. Let me just defend here first. Oh, go on, Luke. Brilliant. Ref, fuck off. Like, fuck off. That's not a foul. He better not send him off here. Oh, and Luke Shaw's off and we're down to 10 men. That is not what we needed. This was not a game to go down to 10 men. I mean, look, it probably is a foul, to be fair. He did come in from behind him. But is it a clear goal-scoring opportunity? I don't think so. Right, Rodri's going to have to go centre-back. Just going to have to play without a CDM. Well, that's frustrating. Bruno Fernandes lining it up. Oh, it's Alaba. Takes it quickly. Oh, good save. Right, my apologies. Mostly catch UFC if it's in the UK. Shows from Las Vegas, New York, I do tend to watch. Feels right in those places having a fight. Yeah, it's in Las Vegas tonight. Madison Square Garden then in November. They announced last night a very big heavyweight fight. John Jones versus Stipe Miocic for the UFC heavyweight title. Really, really looking forward to that. Should be a good one. That's a foul. Oh, okay, you'll give him a yellow, but Luke Shaw gets a red. I see how it is. Right, I'm not going to shoot from here. Let's just try and work this in. Brennan Johnson. Gaia. He's gotten a couple of important goals. Good save by De Gea. Yeah, John Jones came back in March. John Jones came back in March and won the heavyweight title after a 3-year hiatus. Oh, get in there! Oh, get in there, Lamone. I tell you what, he's taking corners from the right-hand side now. That is it. Lamone, Alex can take him from the left-hand side. Lamone is taking them from the right. What a brilliant ball in. JJ wins the header. And I said this was not a game we could go behind in. Or concede first in, I should say. And we don't concede first. It's a brilliant ball by Lamone. And JJ, peach of a header. I believe that's his 20th goal of the season in the league. And it's a brilliant time to get it. 1-0. Get in there. No hiatus from JJ, exactly. He never takes a day off. It's a shame Darren Young stole that nickname. We're in again here, though. Brennan Johnson. Oh, go on. I'd love to get a second now. Oh, just ran right into Romero. Here's Bruno. Jed Spence now. Oh, brilliant tackle by Gaia. Come on, I'd love to get a second before half-time. Like, 1-0 is fine, but if we could get that second, it would be brilliant. Oh, good block. There's Turl. Moreno, good run. Go on, lad. Oh, it's a brilliant run. Tight angle. Just couldn't find anyone in the box. Lamone. JJ. Dylan Turl. Oh, he scored a few goals in this episode. Couldn't get one there. But I believe that will be half-time now. Yes, it is. JJ's header enough to separate the two teams. 1-0. And we are currently in pole position to get the 3 points. I'm just thinking now, I don't know if I'm overthinking this, but part of me kind of wants to bring Porrig on as a left back. Just because we have the lead, and I feel like defensively we're going to have to be quite... Yeah, I won't do it at half-time, but I think it's something I will have to look out for, is to bring Porrig on for Gaia. The plan was, if we were to take, a comfortable lead, would be to put Luke Shaw at left back and bring on Porrig to play at centre back and take Gaia off. But unfortunately, the red card kind of put a spanner in those works. and halted those plans. Because I feel like Tottenham are going to be a little bit relentless now that they've gone 1-0 down. That's a brilliant tackle. Rodri kind of playing as a sweeper at the moment. Lamone. Oh, what a save by De Gea. What a save by De Gea. Spurs making a change. They're taking off Basuma, bringing on Guendouzi, who did score against us in the first game today. Lamone with the corner. Oh, JJ did win it. Yeah, his corners are definitely better from the right-hand side. We'll change that afterwards. Brennan Johnson takes a rugby conversion there. Over the bar. Oh, God. Got a bit of a runny nose. That's annoying. That's very annoying. Oh, it's a very good ball as well for Tottenham. Gaia, oh, he's done really well. And it's a goal kick as well. Fair play, Gaia. Nearly took you off there a moment ago, but he's actually doing quite a good job. It's Saliba now. What a big game to kick off January against Man City. That's why it's important that we win this game. I said ideally 2 points was the most I want to be behind them. And if we win this game, then that would be the case. Unless they drop points, then we'd actually be ahead of them, which would be great too. But if we can just be at least, or no more than 2 points below them, I can live with that. Oh, fuck's sake. Foul there. Still plenty of time for Tottenham to equalise here. I'd really like a second goal. Lamone now going on the run. Oh, brilliant ball for JJ. Can he put it in? Oh, he's hit the post. It's one of the few times we could beat David De Gea today from a strike. But unfortunately, the post was level to it. And Spurs are looking to break here now again with Ansu Fati. Brilliant tackle by Calabria. It's Fati again. Tell you what, for a fatty, he's a fitty. Oh, I thought we gave away a penalty there. My heart. Offside. We get the free kick from it. Gaia. Oh, Brennan Johnson. JJ, lovely turn. Turl. Oh, De Gea. With a very good save again. Look at how many men they have back. Let's just hold on to it. Oh, what a finish by JJ. Get in there. 2-0. Oh, perfect time to score. 20 minutes to go. JJ on the double yet again. Spurs, they were nearly impossible to break down there. We stayed patient. JJ found that gap. Brilliant ball by Brennan Johnson. And we do finally beat David De Gea again. 2 from JJ, 2 for Cloyne. And hopefully that's 3 points now as we go into the game against Man City. Let's make a few changes. Let's keep JJ fresh for that game against City. Let's bring on Alex Cullen for Marino. And let's also make that change that we were going to make earlier. Pori can come on for Gaia. Keep him fresh for the City game. Jota loving it. Can make that triple change now. They have the man advantage playing 5 at the back. Yeah, I tell you what though, we've done well. Even since going up to 10 men, I think we've actually controlled the game for the most part. Rodri's done well to play kind of that sweeper role since having to drop back to centre back. Oh, Alex Cullen. Every time he gets tackled, my heart's always on my mouth. Lamone with a good run there, but it gets blocked. Dylan Turl, just an engine to be fair. He could play every minute of every game if he wanted to. Oh, brilliant by Calabria. He's done really, really well in this game. Have to give credit where it's due. Brennan Johnson. Cullen. Now Porrig. First time he's played left back in a while. It's Cullen. Can he put it in? Oh, yes, he can. Alex Cullen off the bench. He makes it 3-0. You can play him on the right. You can play him on the left. You can play him through the middle. It doesn't matter. He'll get the job done. It's a lovely, lovely goal. 3-0. Game, set, and match. No coming back now from Tottenham. We get revenge for that first game that we played against them in the episode. Through the legs of De Gea, I think it was. Did he get a slight touch on it, De Gea? He did. It was actually off his arm. But it's a brilliant finish by Alex. 3-0. 3 points. Lovely stuff. Let's make another change. Calabria's a little bit tired. We'll bring on Mukiele. And let's also bring on... Let's take Lamone off. We'll bring on Foden. Actually, what we'll do is we'll put Alex on the right. Foden can play in the middle. And... No, Alex can go off the left. Johnson off the right. Foden in the middle. I think that makes sense. Mukiele can come on and play it right back. Defence is terrified from Cullen yet again. Love it. Love it. Definitely been one of the best players to use in this career mode, Cullen. It's just such a shame, as I say, that he had to pick up those injuries when he did. But he's making up for it. I think this season, he's really making up for it, especially with the amount of goals he's scoring. So that's great to see. His 10th league goal of the season in 20 games. So, very impressive numbers. Oh, Foden. We said he hasn't scored in a while, but he has now. And Phil Foden, he comes off the bench and he scores. And it's 4-0. And all of a sudden, this is becoming a formality. Down to 10 men. But you wouldn't think it with the way we're playing. Evan Ferguson gets the assist that time. And Phil Foden beats David De Gea, who's actually had a very good game. 4-0 won't tell the full story. De Gea has been equal to pretty much everything we've thrown at him up until these last few minutes. And it's Cloyne United 4, Tottenham 0. Perfect result to go into the next game against Man City. It's only Foden's 5th league goal of the season. He had a brilliant... But he's gotten one here. Now we're just passing it around. Don't need to do anything silly with it. Oh, God. Bring on Man City. Looking forward to that game now on Monday. Can we get a 5th? Turl. Can Evan Ferguson get one? Oh, De Gea rushed out of his goal. Did really well there, in fairness to him. Well, he is Manuel Neuer's regen. But I tell you what, Neuer would have been envious of that save himself. Oh, it's a great ball by Porrig to Alex Cullen. It's Evan Ferguson. Ah, good block. Very good block. Is that full time? No, it's not. Spurs making a couple of changes at the very last minute here. We get the corner. We'll float it in. Phil Foden. Oh, Porrig, who has scored a few headers and corners when moving to left back. Goes right into the grasp of David De Gea, but it doesn't matter. It's another goal, another win, I should say. Another clean sheet. We've been very impressive with clean sheets today for a change, which is great. But the perfect result to go into the Man City game and a great way to round off the calendar year. JJ getting a brace. Luke Shaw, unfortunately, getting the red card. But it didn't matter in the end. Let's do a post-match interview. I feel like I haven't done one of those in a while. Change the corner kick takers. Will do. Thank you for reminding me, JJ, as always, because I probably would have forgotten. As you know, I do always forget these things. Shaw suspended. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. It's annoying not having him on the bench, but listen, we've got options. We've got options. Praising JJ as per usual after another fantastic performance, and I'll say we're looking stronger and stronger. Just get that, what's it called? The morale up before the next game, right? Chavez has gone to Barcelona. Very good player for us, but obviously did pick up that injury and couldn't exactly get into the team after some of the signings we'd made. So how much money does that leave us with? 87 million. Okay, Saliba is 89 rated now. The thing is, he's done better recently, but I haven't been overly impressed with him. I'm not going to make any rash decisions just yet, but it's just something I'm kind of thinking about with the centre-backs, because Saliba hasn't been as good as I had hoped. But look, we'll play a few games in January. We'll see how we get on. Mikel Moreno is wanted by Real Madrid. Has blocked those offers. We'll happily hold on to him. Doesn't play every game, but he is a very good backup option. Oh, but Man City have lost the game. Well, you know what? That's bittersweet. That is bittersweet because I wanted to be the first team to beat Man City. I really did. But they've lost. Who did they lose to? We see here, would have been right at the end of December. Manchester City lost to, let me go up, to Southampton. At home. Where are Southampton in the table? 10th. Wow. That is a shock. And also, we've scored 18 more goals than Man City, but they've conceded 3 less. Wow. Never a dull moment, as we say. Well, I'm happy, but I really wanted to be the first team to beat them. But still, look, I can't complain too much. I would have been happy just to have been 2 points behind them. United as well, on 40 points now. Just 8 points behind us, so they have an outside chance of maybe doing something. Arsenal just 2 points behind United. Chelsea just a point behind them. So it's still very close in those positions for top 4. There's only 7 points separating Arsenal in 4th and Leicester in 8th. Even Villa in 9th are on 30 points. So it's looking like a very interesting Premier League season. 3 teams struggling though are Sheffield, Brentford and Brighton. But yeah, I'm very, very happy with that. So let's have a quick look at the stats before we finish up. And we'll preview the next episode then. So if we just go here to appearances, Dylan Turl and Lamone making the most appearances, 28 games each. And then it's kind of spread out between a few. Alex, Porrig, JJ, Myers played 26, Rodri 25, so on and so forth. But the goals, of course, it's JJ, 32 and 27, 15 assists on top of that. Brilliant stuff. 7 and 5 in the Champions League, 1 and 1 in the Community Shield, 2 and 1 in the League Cup, 22 and 20 in the league, and obviously haven't played an FA Cup game yet. 11 Premier League assists as well. You love to see that. 3 in the Champions League. Lamone, 14 and 14. He has just been an unbelievable signing. Alex, 12 and 9. Definitely having his best goal scoring season. Hopefully we can avoid those injuries. It's a big decision, but he will not be playing in either of the League Cup semi-finals. I just can't take the risk. I really can't. If you know, you know. That's all I can really say. Turl, 7 and 3, popped up with a few goals today. Again, look, he's not quite reached the heights goal-scoring wise as he did in Season 2, but he's still been a fantastic player, never runs out of energy, leading by example a lot of the time. And the goals he scores tend to be important ones, so at least there's that. Johnson, 7 and 5 for a rotational player. That's fantastic. He did play 5 of the group stage Champions League games, though, so he has played a lot. Foden, finally getting a goal for the first time in forever. Felt like he hadn't scored in ages. Ferguson, he's chipping in here and there. Hasn't quite been, hasn't been Furuhashi levels of excellence as a backup striker. But listen, he's still young. There's still a good chunk of the season to go, and I'm sure he will pop up at some stage. So he hasn't scored a league goal. He's got 2 in the Champions League and 2 in the League Cup. So he has only played 9 games, though, and they've all pretty much been as cameos off the bench. So we can't complain too much. Let's see, who has played the least amount of games that actually has played, just out of curiosity. I like to look at these stats. A bit of a nerd when it comes to these. Abreu, he's played 2 games, 1 in the Champions League and 1 in the League Cup. Interesting. Darder as well with 3. And a few players here as well have done it too. Mamardashvili, obviously the backup keeper, playing 4. Lovely stuff. So, before we get on out of here, let's preview the next episode. I think I will try and do a month per episode now. I think that's probably the best option. So we've got this big game against Man City as at the top of the table. We are now a point clear of them after they've just lost their last game. We have the first leg of the League Cup semi-final against Fulham. First FA Cup game, third round FA Cup game against Millwall. Arsenal away in the league, Forest at home. Hopefully might have another FA Cup game in here as well. And then we have the second leg against Fulham. So lads, very much looking forward to that. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you, JJ. Just saw your comment now. You're an absolute legend. Thank you for being here as always. So I will be back on Monday. So looking at the schedule, I would say, obviously, we'll definitely be here Monday. Pretty much, I can say I can definitely say that makes no sense. I'm fairly positive I'll be here Wednesday as well, and then we'll try and bang out a Friday stream as well, but we'll see how next Saturday goes. Maybe we do another one of these Saturday streams, because this has been quite fun. But until Monday, have a good one. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I'll speak to you all in the next one. Take care.